Hey everyone, welcome to the Between the Lines post-game report presented by Gatorade. It's Wobby, voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen from US Bank Stadium, where sadly our season has ended. This will be the last regular season Between the Lines post-game report because the Vikings...
No more Wobbies in the lobbies.
No, none of those. The Vikings lose to the Bears in a win and in game. The Vikings could not come through in a loss that we'll look back on, not just this loss, but some other losses this season, like the Buffalo one in this building.
Yeah.
But when it all came down to it, a season full of promise falls short of expectations because of the loss today against the Bears.
Yeah, we, in my opinion, one person's opinion, we're not as good as the Chicago Bears, and I think that's quite evident. Not only did they sweep the Vikings, physically speaking, they went to pounding on the Vikings, and they had a lot of success. So best of luck to the Bears during the postseason. First game at Soldier Field, next week against Philadelphia. And this is a relatively young Bears team with a young quarterback, young running backs, and it's going to be a formidable foe with which to deal in coming years. So a lot of positives with the Viking season, including the quarterback throwing for more than 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, joining Brett Favre, Warren Moon, and Dante Culpepper as only one of four in the history of the team to do that. So there are positives here. Bears are a better team with all due respect, and we have to get better this offseason.
Yeah, the Bears were the better team today, and we're the better team all season. In fact, they are now the kings of the North. Unfortunately, they took that crown from us. Another positive on the season, Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
First Vikings tandem to each have 100 receptions in a season, but it wasn't enough. The Vikings kind of got beat up, I think, in the trenches. Don't you think it kind of came down to that today?
Yeah, specifically the middle with Chicago's formidable defensive line. Akeem Hicks, Eddie Goldman. I mean, seriously, the trade for Khalil Mack, it energized everything they do. And they are, for my money, with all due respect to New Orleans, they are the toughest team to beat at home because of what they can do with that defense. And because of it, I'm not saying Kyle Fuller, Prince Amukamara, Eddie Jackson when he's healthy, and Adrian Amos. I'm not saying they're bad because they're not. But with that pass rush and that physicality, boy, it really helped elevate that secondary. And they had 27 interceptions into today's game, having allowed only 21 passing touchdowns. That's unbelievable. So best of luck to them, and can't wait for our offseason to see what happens.
Yeah, it is going to be an interesting offseason for the Vikings. Obviously, a good foundation here for the team, including a really good defense. And even though the Vikings struggled on third down defense today, the number one third down defense in the NFL. So a good foundation here.
Good point.
Some changes will happen in the offseason.
Always do.
It will be fun to watch. The season is over, but our coverage of the team is going to continue, especially into the offseason when we get to the combine,
Great job this
when we
year,
get
man.
to free agency and all that stuff.
That's my road statistician. He's unbelievably good.
It's a treat to sit in the radio booth with PA and Bursich every single week and work with the Vikings Radio Network, and it's a treat to stand here after games, even after losses, and talk to you guys about it. So we hope you stay tuned to Vikings.com and to KFAN.com for the offseason as we continue to bring you the best coverage that we can. Anything else to clean up?
Nate Vaughn, who's been out here with us with Curly Harris for all these Between the Lines provided by Gatorade. Nathan, give them a thumbs up in front of the camera. Great job, and great job by you, everybody at the Vikings Entertainment Network. I'm sure we will have an off-season Between the Lines and combine coverage and stuff like that. So I'm very disappointed that we're not going to Chicago to play in the postseason. 8-7-1, whatever, man. I'm just very, very disappointed the way it ended, and we just got to make it better.
All right, the Between the Lines post-game report presented by Gatorade is over. It's the last one of the season, but more coverage coming up on Vikings.com. Hey, even though we lost, let's have a high five for the season.
And
it's always fun to be here and do it. We appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned to Vikings.com for more.